I'm standing in one of the hardest hit areas in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and you can see behind me what used to be single-family homes is now rubble. Fierce storms plowed across the southeast late Wednesday into Thursday morning. Alabama bore the brunt of it. Dozens are confirmed dead. At least 15 were killed in Tuscaloosa alone when this mile-wide tornado touched down.
My heart was racing because you see, things like that in movies and everything, but you never see anything like that, in real life.
In Birmingham, the mayor described the situation as total devastation, a sentiment echoed around the state. President Obama has signed a disaster order paving the way for Alabama to receive federal manpower and money for the cleanup. As darkness fell across the border in Georgia, residents were not taking any chances.
We heard the sirens going off, and we were watching TV and said seek shelter, so we came up here and found the closest strong building.
They were right to run. Buildings and homes were destroyed, and the number of casualties is climbing. In Mississippi and Tennessee, Thursday will be a day to assess the damage and begin the recovery. Across the region, despite the destruction and tremendous tragedy, there is hope.
The real recovery will be seen in the relentless spirit of our citizens, demonstrating that our strength and our faith will overcome all, even in this darkest hour.
In Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Ines Foray, Channel 7 Action News.
Thank you, Ines. And here's a look now at the devastation in Smithville, Mississippi, where a tornado killed several people there. Many homes, businesses, and churches along a major highway are badly damaged, some really even wiped out. The town set up a morgue under the water tower, and the sheriff says he won't know until this afternoon just how many people died in the storm. Chris, just unbelievable pictures coming out of the south. What a season so far, and it's still early in the season, right?
It really is. Normally the peak of the season in this part of the country is May, and here we are in April. We've had a record number of tornadoes. Just yesterday in 13 different states there were tornadoes. Let me show you some of the pictures from Smithville. Again, this is northeast Mississippi, and the devastation just looks like a war zone. This was a very powerful storm, probably going to be ranked an EF4 or maybe even a 5 with over 200-mile-per-hour winds. Now, a separate storm a little bit later in Tuscaloosa. Here is video of that actual tornado. Now, Tuscaloosa has 83,000 people, home to the University of Alabama. This is a very heavily populated area, hit squarely with this tornado that was on the ground for a long time. This is the one that we think may be setting a record for the longest track, or at least close. It was probably on the ground for more than 200 miles. Just incredibly ominous to look at it. And let's come back to the map and show you what this particular tornado has done as it tracked across northern Alabama, tracking to the northeast. Again, Tuscaloosa was hit the hardest, no doubt about that. The fatalities there are over 30, and unfortunately they're still trying to figure it out. The north end of Birmingham was hit by the same storm, then it tracked all the way into Georgia. Again, preliminary track over 200 miles, which would make it one of the longest tracking storms, and it was devastating throughout. And this was just one of many. There were tornadoes to the north, there were tornadoes to the south. It was just a horrendous afternoon and evening.